I've been following you for a long time. First and foremost, I've been watching you. I guess grow right before my eyes. I found you on SoundCloud about 2 years ago. You had your older tracks like Lifted, some of your older stuff.
Hmm.
So why don't you first start off and tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, how
Hmm.
when did you start rapping, like that kind of stuff.
So I'm originally from Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. I grew up in a city called Arlington, and I started recording myself. This is my hairless cat, by the way. This is P, and she
Hey.
might be trying to steal the spotlight here. But so yeah, I grew up in Texas, and I wasn't really one of those kids that was like exposed to a lot of music. Like I didn't have a musical family or anything per se, and really in high school is when I like recorded my voice for the first time. And my dad was a school teacher, and he brought home a MacBook that had GarageBand on it, and I was just playing around with it, and I just like started like listening to my voice. And at that time I was like 16, like 15 or 16, and like was really into like bands like Taking Back Sunday and like Blink 182. That's really what I first loved, is like people in a band and stuff. And then I also like had a Lil Wayne obsession,
Uh-huh.
and so that's really where the hip hop thing came in. That's like the only rap artist I've ever sort of idolized. Like I had a Lil Wayne poster on my wall, and the thing that I loved about Lil Wayne was his tone, and it was so distinctive, and you knew who it was every time you heard Lil Wayne. So I just started recording myself, linked up with this guy named Ruben Lewis in Texas when I was 17, and like put out a mixtape in high school, and it was terrible. There was like some definite hints of like talent in there, but it was just me. I recorded it, 15 songs. Man, this cat is terrible right now. Yeah, 15 songs. I sold it in my high school. I remember I printed off like 300 copies, and I sold them for $5 each, and I sold all of them, and I sold like 3/4 of them the first day that I sold them in high school. So I was like in my class just counting a bunch of money, thought I was like gonna make it for sure, but it was so long ago. And the reason everybody in school knew about it was because I just was like really good at self-promoting back then, maybe even more so than I was now. And like it was such like everybody was close and knew what each other was doing. And then so YouTube was amazing for me, and then I got to actually play a song on the announcements, so everybody was like checking for me at that point. And then I moved. So after high school, I like did some community college stuff, and I was like working in a warehouse for my uncle and like delivering pizza and stuff, just like really trying to get some money up. And moved into this like abandoned house with a few of my friends. Like my mom pretty much gave me an ultimatum. She was like, "You're either gonna go to school, or I'm not gonna support you." So she kind of told me it's like time to wake up and go to school, or get a job that's gonna be more solid. So I was like, "Mom, this is it. This is all I'm doing. I don't care if y'all think I'm crazy." And I just remember pulling my mattress down from her house. It was just me and her, and my homie picked me up in his truck, and I stayed in this house for like a year and a half, and
Oh, wow.
in Mansfield, Texas. And that's when I recorded Lifted and all those songs you heard 2 years ago, because that was the first time I was able to do music and like fully with no restraints, because I felt free. I had my own room. I didn't live with my parents. I could like drink and smoke, do whatever, have girls over. Like that was when I was like, okay, I'm finding out who I am here.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, man, I just recorded like that summer probably like 35, 40 tracks, some of which will never probably be released, with this guy named Kendall Clemens. And that's like my best friend, Kendall. He goes by Hobo De La Ratchet or HDLR. I don't know if you see his name. and he's still in Texas. I'm trying to get him out here. I'm in LA now, so I'm trying to fast forward you and catch you up to speed.
So, wow, you said a lot of stuff about growing up in Texas and stuff. So there was pretty much no parental support for you following this dream of yours.
Man, I don't want to like throw my parents under the bus. Like, they're supportive, but my mom is a bit selectively supportive. She comes from kind of a traditional background, like to where they like to see a paved way, and you follow this way and you're gonna be straight. But I'm not like that. And my dad he was like supportive in the sense of you can do whatever you want, like, but he wasn't able to do certain things just because he was trying to figure himself out still. But yeah, they were supportive, but it's like they didn't know how to support me pretty much in the music. So
they basically just wanted you to like do it kind of as a hobby, like a side thing.
Yeah, for sure. And I still have conversations with my mom to this day about her like kind of worried about me, simply because of money, like, but I have a hot shower every day, bro, and I'm doing all right out here. So it's like, if it wasn't meant to happen, there wouldn't be this many doors that have opened up for me to make it this far. So it's like, I'm just still trusting that it's gonna all work out. Something real bold too. I'm trying to remember what it was. Like, I was just like attached that song, and I was like, hey man, would be great to work. If not, at least saying fuck off would be better than nothing, or some shit like that. Just